Hello there, Dr.Onalee here, host of Coming Home. It is my intention to fully help you leave narcissists, come home to yourself, and start to begin to prepare for your soulmate. Today's topic might be a little bit irrelevant to you, or it might be exactly what you're going through. And that is the narcissist will never leave you. The narcissist is never going to fully be done with you. And the thing is, if you feel like the narcissist has discarded you and they're not hoovering you back in, I've had a lot of clients come to me and they feel really insecure about this. I can understand because it makes you feel like you're not special, you're not chosen. Why are they not doing this? But at the end of the day, I want you to count your blessings. This is a good thing. We don't want to be with a narcissist. So it actually reduces temptation. So my invitation is if you feel like they have let you go, that you are okay with that or you start to get to some peace about it. But I want to speak into you if you're the main supply, you're the one they married, you're the one they're in long-term relationship, you are the mother or the father of their children. You are the one that they really depend on, they rely on. You are the one who is the caretaker. You are the one who is loyal to them. You are the one who always has their back. They don't leave main supply. Narcissists are not going to let go of their biggest power source that is keeping them alive. Why do we even say the term supply? It is because narcissists are like animals. They do not treat people like people. They do not have the empathy, the care, and the compassion. They are at least not able to sustain it for long periods of time, other than when they wear a mask and step into a character where they can falsely portray that. Have you ever heard of the crocodile tears? That is what narcissists do to show that they can show emotion and they care, but that is what crocodiles do. They lure you in with this false sense of empathy and you needing to be drawn into them. That is why the narcissist and the empath are the perfect dynamic because the empath is so caring and so compassionate like you that you want to take away their pain. You feel for them. You feel bad for them when they tell you what they are going through. And so a narcissist is not going to let go of his source of sex, his source of love, his source of freedom, his source of somebody taking care of his children, vice versa. They are not going to let that go. And this is why you might be baffled. Well, why do they keep having affairs? Why do they keep ghosting me? Why do they keep getting on the dating apps? Why do they keep entertaining other people? And the reason being is because they want to have their cake and they want to eat it too. They want to still be able to fool around. They still want to get their needs met in other ways. They want to mess around. They want to be sneaky. They love the hit, the adrenaline rush. Why are most of them addicts? Why are most of them people who gamble? Because they need that dopamine hit. And you, the main supply, you don't give them a dopamine hit, but you do meet other needs. So you might be sitting here thinking, well, I bend over backwards and I do everything for him. I am meeting his needs, but you're not. You're not because sometimes their needs are that they need to sneak around and they need a rush. They're not going to get that from the main supply, but you do meet their needs in so many other departments. And that is why they never fully let you go. But especially because you've been forgiving and you've allowed them to cheat, you've allowed them to have affairs, you've allowed them to keep coming back. They keep doing it. Why would they not? If they know that they can still fool around, they can still have fun, they can be with the other man, they can be with the other woman, and they know that you're still going to be there, you're going to raise the kids, and you're going to sleep with them whenever on command, why in the world would they not? They're not going to let you go. And so, what I've come to realize in my own experience and helping thousands of people now over the past 8 years is that the only way we're going to be done with narcissistic kind of relationships, the only way we're going to be done with abuse and infidelity and all these things is when we decide we're done. The narcissist is not going to be done with the main supply. The main supply has to be done with the narcissist. And that is a very powerful place to be. And it's a very scary place, especially if you feel like you're a stay at home mother, you're under their financial control, you're dependent on them. But trust me, I have walked so many clients through being able to figure out a solution. There's always a solution. It usually just isn't the solution that we want to do. It's actually usually very uncomfortable, very painful, usually oftentimes the last thing that we want to do. But I just want to put it out there, plant a seed. There is always a solution if that is the choice that you are going to make. You are never stuck. You are never trapped. Although I fully empathize and relate and know how it can feel like you are. I guarantee, though, there are resources, there are support systems, there are things, there are people, there are options. Shall you open up, look to them, be open to them if you get to that point and that's where you're at? So, To summarize this, the only way that we are done with a true narcissist and we don't want to be their main supply anymore is that we decide that we are done. We close the door, we keep the door closed. When we keep reopening the door and tolerating and allowing, the behavior just perpetuates. When you're dealing with a true narcissist, somebody who's very self seeking and they are not considerate and caring of other people, they are never going to. I have a client here in 2 minutes, so we got to wrap this one up. But they are never going to change. It is like waiting for a train that is not scheduled to come. And so year after year after year after year, your life is going by and it just keeps getting worse and worse and worse. And they keep doing it more and more and more. The more you allow it, the more you forgive it, the more you think this time is going to be different. So my only intention with this video is to empower you to make your own choice, your own decision, to know that you're never stuck, to know that you're never trapped, to know that you are okay. But there are different options out there. But the narcissist is not going to leave you. They're not going to be done. I've had clients who they stayed an extra 10 years, an extra 20 years, an extra 30 years, hoping that it would get better, and it didn't. So my private clients know this. I never tell anyone what to do. I can offer my wisdom. I can share suggestions. I can reflect things back to you. But at the end of the day, it's about coming home to you, making your own decision, connecting with your higher power, and asking for guidance, and then trusting and acting on that guidance with support. And so if this is where you're at and you just want some more clarity, you want some more empowerment, you want somebody to hold you, you want someone to lead you, to guide you while knowing you're still going to take your own action in an unbiased way with somebody who's not going to judge you, that's what my one-to-one is for. So you could book a 30-minute session with me and we can just get some clarity, some context. But if you know that you want to go deeper, you want to do my full signature 6-week program with me of a weekly call or 3 months, we have that. Or you could do my 6-month VIP, 2 calls a month, unlimited in-between support, all of my courses, all the things. That's where you get the biggest transformation, obviously. But wherever you're at, if you want to start with the call or a smaller package, that is good too. So I'm hopping off here. I hope you have an amazing rest of your day. Check out the show notes below. You can follow me on Instagram at Dr.Onalee, and I will be seeing you guys soon.